Hi friends, Cassie here. I'm talking to you today about this month's craft for adults, where we're going to be making some very cute Valentine gnomes. Make sure you keep following along to learn how to make these on your own. Register to get your craft kits, and don't forget, winter reading has started, so you can sign up and join that. That's open to all ages, and we have some pretty sweet prizes for you. Keep watching to learn how to make this cute friend. So when you're ready to start making your gnome, the first step you're going to want to do is to cut your beard. So you'll be getting longer strips of this white and gray string. I've already pre-cut mine, probably about, you want to cut them to about 7.5 to 8 inches long. Because they're going to go about 2/3 up the styrofoam cone, and you want to have a little excess hanging off. But I mean, you're welcome to cut them shorter if you want. You can cut them longer if you want. It's up to you. But it looks like a lot, but you're going to want them really close so that it kind of fills up all of the space. So you're going to want to let your hot glue gun get nice and warm. And then you're just gonna start gluing down your beard. So like I said, you wanna be about 2/3 the way up. You only want probably like a couple of inches from the top. So you're just gonna put a little dollop of hot glue and press down your string. And you're just gonna keep doing that until you get all the way around. My fingernails are getting caught on the string. And this part is going to be covered up by the sock for the hat. So if it doesn't look super neat, that's fine. Like I said, it's going to get covered up anyway. So I'm just gonna finish this off screen, and then I'll come back when the beard is fully glued down. Okay, so I have gone around and done this whole loop, this whole circle I mean, and glued down the strings, but I do still have some extra. So what I'm gonna do is add some more in. My cone that I'm using is a different one than you'll get, so my yarn keeps sticking to it. This won't happen with yours though. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of go between and add in some more yarn. So we get it to look nice and full. And a trick for this is when you're going in and adding in extra, try to keep it towards just one side. So then that can be the front of your gnome. And then it looks, you know, nice and full on display versus, you know, only on the back half. So just trying to find some empty spots and unsticking my yarn to this very sticky cone. So as you can see, it's a little full over here because I've already done it on this side. I'm just gonna go in and keep adding these all around. And once I finish that, I'll come back. Okay, I have now officially glued down all of my pieces, and I'm just trying to arrange it so it looks the best. So like I said, I personally like it where there's some extra hanging off on the edges, like you can see from the top. If you don't like that, you can always just come in and snip some so it kind of lines up right towards the end. But I think it just kind of makes it look a little, you know, fuller that way personally. So as you're kind of straightening out your pieces, you want to try to find where you think the front of yours will be. Like I said, kind of where it looks the best from the side. And I think right here looks like a good front spot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my sock, and you wanna use the elastic part down. So the part that we had cut will be up top. And then you're just gonna carefully put it over the top of your yarn. And like I said, carefully, because you might want to knock some pieces off. So you want to do this gently. And then you can always kind of rearrange it however you like. So I think that looks good. And then it'll kind of hang off to the side like that. But before I do that part, I'm gonna glue down my nose. So the dowels, the wooden balls that you have are beads, so they do have the 2 holes on the side. So you just wanna make sure when you're gluing down, you glue down so the holes kind of go this way so you don't see it. And I just wanna find the best spot for it. So I think right here should be good. And you want it to be just a little bit below the sock. You don't want it down too far, because then you'll have this little white gap that you can see. So you kind of want it almost right up to the top of the end of the sock. So I'm gonna put down a glob of glue and then press and hold my nose down. And like I said, I glued it so that the ends of the bead, the holes are to the side so you can't see them. I'm just pressing it down, letting it dry, making sure it's not gonna move around on me. And if you find that when you glued down your nose, if it was too far down, you can always pull your sock down further to help it match up. So then you're just gonna kind of arrange your beard to fall around the nose so that you can't see it. See a little gap. And if you find that it's your beard isn't falling nicely, you can always put a little bit of hot glue right underneath it and then kind of glue 2 pieces of yarn right below it so that it will fall and cover the rest of the cone, and you won't see some of that blank spot, which I actually do think that's probably the best bet so that it'll always be covered. Okay, so my nose is done, and now I'm gonna take my piece of ribbon and I'm just gonna tie so that the hat kind of closes off and flops over. You don't have to do this step, but I do think it just makes it a little more complete. We only had so many colors of ribbon, so if you happen to have more at home that you like better, feel free to use that. And then, you know, just design it however you like. If you want it with the pieces hanging, cool. If not, you can always kind of wrap it around and glue it down in one piece so that it's not hanging, but I personally like that look. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. And there we go. Our Valentine gnome is all set and ready to be put on display to decorate your homes. I hope you have as much fun making this as we did. Make sure you register to get this craft kit. We do have very limited supplies, so hopefully you can get your spot. But if not, we did buy all of these things at the Dollar Tree. It's a very easy craft to recreate on your own. Have a nice day. Bye.